That's even better. That's even better.
I like it. I just like that.
We can find a G for it. We can find several of them, actually. Yeah. Let Toby send me a picture. She's driving across country. Yeah, I think this was best
A friend of mine had a dress shop in Rhode Island. And when she was breaking up the dress shop, I got to my hair put in pieces.
No, I was thinking.
Did she make the dresses herself?
But all of them are, there's no waist.
Yes.
Just very nice and cool.
You don't feel your hips are.
Right.
Yep.
Big meal ahead of time and no difference.
Yep, never. Fine meals come down here.
And this one has two pockets.
I know, some of my meals down here tonight. Some of my meals. You didn't listen to me. Whatever.
You get to a certain age.
It doesn't matter.
So I was at a craft fair, and I was kidding with my friend's husband. He says, I always steal things. And they were selling adult bibs. You mean, basically, and some of them look fancy, some of them look like fancy desks. You know? And you just put them on the side, all kinds of fabrics.
I mean, if you got monsters, I could see it.
Yes, yes, or something else that's a little spillable.
Right,
Yeah,
right. Spillable and highly pungent.
yeah, oh, that's good too, yes. With the pungency, yeah. But you know, also now, our retired age.
Well, I would not wear a dress that color if I was planning to eat spaghetti. I would stay
Well,
around.
I didn't know what I was eating, and I decided that I wanted to blend
Okay,
well.
well, I wouldn't have noticed you had mentioned it because it's the same color as some of the flowers.
Yeah.
Just pick some more of it, just kind of dab it.
This was one of, I mean, this dress is probably, it was one of my favorite teaching dresses. It was comfortable and, you know, loose and it was okay.
Good to see that you're, well, you look great. But great.
I mean, I thought I was going to teach her.
He's all fixed.
But I ended up finally getting a job.
That's what it takes.
They're turning 10, they're just doing, get from that to this.
Yeah, it was scary.
Yeah. And it was in a school, it was in, Little Cinnamon Richard's out at
No,
150th Ave.
he said he had
in Buckeye Road.
so much
So
to
we
do.
had a lot of migrants already, a lot of Spanish speaking China.
I didn't
Learning
quite.
languages that are coming into this country.
Yeah.
Interesting time. Lucky enough to get to do that.
So how's Beth?
Good. She's
I
enjoying
looked at that real fast and I was like, where did you talk from? I didn't say last. It's just got a fish at the bottom.
sort of.
Well, you know, people say thank you to service members. I'd say thank you to fifth grade teachers.
I think
Or
it's
any grade.
Interesting grade, just because they were, that's not good. Getting to have minds of their own.
but you get $12 a day.
My favorite
Ooh,
teacher
big
was
whoopee. Pays for the gas.
And to get, I know they pay for the gas.
I was gonna say, like,
They give you 40 cents.
yeah,
She
they
said,
also buy you lunch every day. We take it anytime.
she didn't say anything about that.
Yeah, look out.
I'm running around.
Backing and turning.
The Beatles tax when I had a steering conduit or sinister version. I said, that gives me the creeps. They got the Mexican across there. This. Oh, yeah.
Because somebody was suing his neighbor.
I just started listening to this much music as possible. Because you never know what's going on. Because someone said, sometimes it's like, you know, my guitar player just skip down this. Can you fill this? Because, you know, they can't. That's why it's like, I've done it's like, it just depends. You know, sometimes you never know. You just want, sometimes you walk in the store and you do one thing. And no, they start having a conversation.
They eliminated it.
My sister always told me, your musical voice, that helps.
I like that, musical voice guy. So what do you define what that means to you?
Yeah, always be prepared with music.
I'll be prepared. Have your guitar ready. Yeah.
Where'd you go?
A couple of places. Went to, had a college reunion up in Sedona. And I went up to the canyon.
Oh,
And then we went to San Francisco for a sad reason, but it was Brad's cousin's memorial service. But I went early and did some really fun music stuff with some people in Berkeley.
oh really? So did you know them before, or the musicians, or how did you do that?
Did you ever hear of Bobby McFerrin?
No.
Black singer, does voices stuff, does a cappella stuff. Don't Worry, Be Happy is one of his, that's one of his first songs. But so he teaches this improv vocal techniques. But he has one of those, I can't remember whether it's Parkinson's or something that's kind of sadly restrained a bit. But so 2 years ago, I went for a whole week in San Francisco with 250 others. We sang from 8 in the morning till 10 at night in Grace Cathedral on Knott Hill. This big strut. That was amazing. So I said, whenever I have a chance to go back to San Francisco. So what Bobby does, he has a concert in Berkeley at noon on Mondays with some of his collaborators. And then one of those collaborators runs kind of workshops. So I went to 2 of his workshops. Yeah, and that was just great. It was like a little bit of everything. So a cousin I hadn't seen in decades, and one of my cousins. Explored Berkeley in the rain. So you lived near campus?
Oh, it is on campus. Well, it's a student housing nearby.
Yeah. hotel that was pouring rain. My umbrella was turning inside out. There was no way you could look at nothing. So I did catch some things, but it wasn't as much as I was planning. I didn't get to the botanical garden because it was too late to get there. But I splurged and I stayed in a really nice hotel. If you ever want to go back to Berkeley, you stayed at the Berkeley City. It's on Durant Avenue. There's Durant, Bancroft, and then there's the campus, right? And it was designed by Julia Morgan. She designed the first house. So it's something like that, but more restrained. It's a bit of Romanesque, medieval, leaded windows, tall walls, and oriental rugs. It was built in 1927. And there was a yoga class that I could take my name there. And there was a theater. The theater group was renting out one of the rooms, so I went to a play one evening. It was really so convenient. Just go downstairs.
Wow, nice.
It was a wonderful tree. Because I looked at other hotels, I was by myself. And the others, I didn't know how sketchy the neighborhood was going to be.
Oh, yeah.
And this one was only a block. I just had to cross the street and walk half a block, and it was the church where the workshop was.
Red hat is like a good
I want to go back and better weather and do more. It's expensive. Yeah, fine housing here, that's for sure. But thank you for asking, because I love thinking about it. Brad's got to sit here.
Someone's gonna be here. It's kind of slim tonight, huh?
Yeah. Oh my.
I'll come sit here closer. You don't mind?
No.
You can put your stuff on here.
Well, Brad was gonna sit here.
Oh, Brad's here.
Brad sit here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sit here. I could swap over so I sit next to you. Linda and Bob are not here?
No, they're not coming. They have a friend from South visiting.
Speaking of. Sure.
Yeah.
So, a friend, so we lived in
So Kevin wants,
San Ramon Valley and
going down to Cairo.
Danville for 1 year. And my kids, there was one family that my son was in school with that we kept in touch with. And so she came in and met me, and she's an artist.
The poems about Mountain View
I feel
School.
like she was incredible. From the time I knew her, she was doing all kinds of volunteer stuff in the school. She wasn't using her art degree as a profession. They had an extra space in the garage that was supposed to be her studio, but her mother insisted she shouldn't spend money on that. You should be working. But they bought that house. So I said, test. So we went to this arts
Test.
collective that's ACCI. It's been there since, I think, 1949.
So what do you want to do?
And it was fun to see.
Going down to Cairo.
Oh, yeah, so that's what we're
And
doing.
she knows some of the people. She's, has some books. Her work is not there, but yeah. So it's just, it was a fun dabbling trip to building things.
Bay Area is really something. It's just that.
Yeah, we've got time yet.
We have time yet.
Depends where you go. Walk to towards the Tenderloin, and it was lots of down the street. We walked to the Asian Museum, Asian Art Museum, and we took a look at this.
I know. What happened? It's empty.
Oh, sing?
Like this is the
What to sing?
So what happened?
Ain't no use to sit and wonder why they. It don't matter anyhow. So what,
I don't know.
I can move closer. That's what you want.
How was your, week with Lucille?
She stayed for the weekend.
We have a whole lot of people moving. This is gonna be a quick run.
Be prepared to do 2 songs.
Or 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
Is that a concert size?
No, this is a tenor size, a little bigger. Concert.
But it's still too much to sing.
Yep. The next size up is the baritone, and that's.
Okay. If we're going
I don't have a baritone. I'll do my sound
key of C,
Key of C.
C chart.
Charlie.
So be,
Got that, Arnie? Arnie. Key of C.
Mike.
You're welcome. He's there. Huh? Hey.
It's Tommy,
okay.
trailing clouds of glory.
Key of C.
Key of C.
We're going down to Cairo.
Oh, going down to Carol.
So you want to wait for Tommy?
Yeah. We'll wait for Tommy. Okay, great. This is good. We have a few people here. This is good. We now have more people out there than we up here. Well, it's pretty
I
close.
don't know, it's tough, yeah.
Because some of you are going to come up here.
1, 2, 4 of them.
3, 4.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mike,
Well, Mike and Fred
5.
and Ken.
Yeah, Ken,
1, 2,
Ken,
3. There's 5 of them.
Dottie,
5 of them.
Fred, Joni,
Johnny.
and Mike.
Yeah, 5 of them. More of them than there is of us.
I know. Oh my gosh, that's not right.
Going down to Carol. Hey. He gets a break. You're gonna have to get him a break on this.
Uh-huh. I will. Yeah, see
Key of
Charlie.
C.
Okay.
Where's your daddy?
Going down to Cairo, goodbye, goodbye. Going down to Cairo, goodbye, Liza Jane. Black them boots and make them shine, goodbye, goodbye. Black them boots and make them shine, goodbye, Liza Jane. Oh, how I love you, and ain't it a shame? Oh, how I love you, goodbye, Liza Jane. Ain't got time to kiss you now, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Ain't got time to kiss you now, goodbye, Liza Jane. Going down to Cairo, goodbye, goodbye. Going down to Cairo, goodbye, Liza Jane. Black them boots and make them shine, goodbye, goodbye. Black them boots and make them shine, goodbye, Liza Jane. Liza took the new made road and I took the lane. Hung my foot on the hollow stump out, jumped Liza Jane. It's a rough old road and a sorry team, goodbye, goodbye. A rough old road and a sorry team, goodbye, Liza Jane. Going down to Cairo, goodbye, goodbye. Going down to Cairo, goodbye, Liza Jane. Black them boots and make them shine, goodbye, goodbye. Black them boots and make them shine, goodbye, Liza Jane. Take it, Bill. Liza Jane. Got an old hat, ain't got no brim. Goodbye, goodbye. Got an old hat, ain't got no brim. Goodbye, Liza Jane. Going down to Cairo. Goodbye, goodbye. Going down to Cairo. Goodbye, Liza Jane. Black them boots and make 'em shine. Goodbye, goodbye. Black them boots and make 'em shine. Goodbye, Liza Jane. You can feel. I'm going away to leave you. Goodbye, goodbye. Going away to leave you. Goodbye, Liza Jane. But I'll be yours if you'll be mine. Goodbye, goodbye. I'll be yours if you'll be mine. Goodbye, Liza Jane. I'm going down to Cairo. Goodbye, goodbye. Going down to Cairo. Goodbye, Liza Jane. Black them boots and make 'em shine. Goodbye, goodbye. Black them boots and make 'em shine. Goodbye, Liza Jane. Take it all.
And we even ended together. Oh, my God.
Okay, Midori.
No, his turn.
Oh, okay, good. Dave, wanna do one?
No, no, no.
We're playing later.
We're playing
So we-
later.
We thought we'd open it.
Okay.
We will.
Well,
Maybe Tommy, will you do, oh, what's that song?
What is that song?
Lover's Waltz. You do it too?
Can we use this mic? That's it. I'll just give my eyes a better chance.
So it's in the key of G.
GG.
I
And
think
these
it's-
are your notes.
I know.
Oh.
And then it has a little trends, it goes to D.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I guess it's upside down?
Nope, you're right.
GG, Mike.
Does it change keys, you said?
It does. It goes from
Where,
a G.
where does it
Oh,
change?
right about here. We're in a,
Oh.
I mean, it doesn't change the keys, but those are the changes in
Oh.
D.
Does it change keys?
It does.
To what?
D.
To D.
To
G
G?
to D.
It
G
changes
and
over
then-
here.
The funny part sounds like.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole,
oh,
the
right
whole,
there.
yeah, yeah. Oh, there it is, right in
Yeah,
front of me.
I know.
Yeah. The whole B
Okay,
section.
this is called The Lover's Waltz by Jay Unger. G. Okay. You want to do it together?
Oh, it plays itself.
All right, here we go.
for all of you playing.
Ken, come on up, Ken.
That's hard music to
Okay,
follow.
let's tear the Beatitudes apart here. Hang on. Is that high enough for you? Yes, you would. Thank you. Here's a poem entitled, I'm the 9-second guy. I'm the 9-second guy, how good it makes me feel when I waste no time ordering my meal. When it takes more than 9 seconds for me to order food, I get in a really lousy, rotten mood. I hate to wait in a long bistro line, but when I'm sitting at a table, I'm feeling just fine. Nothing annoys me like someone in line yakking away without knowing what to order or the time of the day. When people on the phone can't make up their mind, I get impatient and want to leave the line. Some really foul language I try not to utter, so I return to my room and my peanut butter. I'm the 9-second guy and I hate to be rude, but when I'm hungry, I like to get some food. Thank you. Come on up, Dottie. She's going to be in key A minor. Yes.
Well, I know it's just spring and not summer, but today was such a nice warm day, I decided I'd do summertime.
A minor.
Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Oh, your daddy's rich, and your ma is good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Then you'll spread your wings and you'll take to the sky. But till that morning, there's nothing can harm you. With Daddy and Mammy standing by. With Daddy and Mammy standing by.
Okay, so should I move over to that one or this one or?
Oh, you can do it.
Just bringing dots and lines.
Huh?
Bringing the dots and the lines,
Dots and the lines. Well, actually,
capital letters.
so where's my hubby? Where's my partner? So in C, when we get to the main thing, I'm gonna give the intro a try. Okay? Okay, good. Huh.
Hello, hello.
C.
Kiss C, Charlie.
So I'll do a little intro one. Let's see if we can do this.
starts to feel alone when home sweet home is far away. I'm a rolling stone who's been so alone until today. Gonna take a sentimental journey, gonna set my heart at ease, gonna make a sentimental journey to renew old memories. Got my bag, I got my reservation on my phone, got it I could afford. Like a child in wild anticipation, long to hear that all aboard. 7, that's the time we leave at 7. I'll be waiting up for heaven, counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. Never thought my heart could be so yearning. Why did I decide to roam? Gonna take a sentimental journey, sentimental journey home. I'll be waiting up for heaven, counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. Never thought my heart could be so yearning. Why did I decide to roam? Gonna take a sentimental journey, sentimental journey home. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, Brian. Oh, okay. Oh, let's do E.
E. E. 4 of them things.
I'd rather drink muddy water, sleep in a hollow log. Woo! Talk to me now. I'd rather drink that muddy water, sleep in a hollow log, than to be in Houston and be a salty dog. I ride the Southern, I ride the Santa Fe. Oh, I do now. Ooh, ride the Southern, I ride the Santa Fe. And if the railway cops don't catch me, I'm gonna ride again today. Well, T for Texas, T for Tennessee. Yeah, T for Texas, T for Tennessee. Well, T for Thelma, she made a fool of me. Well, if you don't like me, Thelma, or you don't have to squall. Oh, baby, you don't like me, Thelma, you don't gotta squall. 'Cause I can get me more women than the passenger train can haul. Let me say it again now. I'd rather drink muddy water, sleep in the hollow log. Oh yeah, baby, I'd rather drink that muddy water, sleep in the hollow log. Or than to be here in Houston and be a salty dog.
Okay, she wants the G note.
Acapella. How's that?
Not yet.
Oh, not yet. Gotta talk.
Okay, that's a little high. It's on my nose. Thank you. Hi, I'm Joni, and I'm from the folk world of 1967 at the Muse Coffee House in Scottsdale. And sang with my brother for years, and then got married, had babies, had teenagers, la, la, la. And then I sang with Eddie Detroit in the early to about mid to late 90s, and then Banana Boat with Dale and Eddie and I. And then I sang with my brother again, but I haven't sung for 12 years, and so here I go. I'm going to sing 16 tons, and when I sing the verse and the chorus, and right after the chorus, there's an 8-beat count that I would love if you'd snap your fingers or clap your hands. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bones. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call him, 'cause he can't go. He owes his soul to the company store. 5, 6, 7. He was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. Picked up his shovel and he walked to the mine. He loaded 16 tons of number 9 coal, and the straw boss said, well, bless my soul, you load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call him, 'cause he can't go. He owes his soul to the company store. He was born one morning, it was drizzling rain. Fighting and trouble was his middle name. He was raised in a canebrake by an old mama lion. Ain't no high-toned woman make him toe the line. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call him, 'cause he can't go. He owes his soul to the company store. 2, 3, 4. If you see him coming, better step aside. A lot of men didn't, but a lot of men died. One fist of iron, the other was steel. If the right one don't get you, then the left one will. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call him, 'cause he can't go. He owes his soul to the company store. He owes his soul to the company store. He owes his soul to the company store. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Great song from 70 years ago. Okay.
Just the year before.
Yep. 1955. Fred, you'll be next. You're in the E's now? You're in You just go for a little while.
You look good.
You should learn not to.
Fred. Should be good. I'm Fred Isles, and I'm going to explain the difference between being a nerd, a geek, and a dork. I used to be an electrical engineer, and now I'm retired, but my wife, Nancy, still treats me like a nerd. I'm not a geek. What's the difference? It takes 3 things to be a nerd. You have to be 1, smart, 2, socially awkward, and 3, obsessed. That's me. Geeks, on the other hand, just need to be smart and obsessed. They are Star Trekky, comic booky, and they go to conventions and public events. I never go to conventions unless they need tech support. That's the only reason I'm there. If you're smart and socially awkward, but not obsessed, you are a dork. And we have all spent time in the dork region. And if you are socially awkward and obsessed, you're a stalker. What does it mean to be a nerd? We wear cargo pants, like Brad, or short cargo pants. The more pockets, the better. We can even stuff an extra cargo pant in one of our pockets so we can be prepared for anything. I love cargo pants, but I couldn't wear mine tonight because my wife, Nancy, told me I'd ruin my image of a trophy husband and I'd have to sleep on the couch. So I wore my cargo underwear instead. I love that. Needs love math and statistics. Basic probability theory says that if you flip a coin 1,000 times, it will land heads up 500 times and tails up 500 times. It's standard deviation, and that will happen, I guarantee it. That works for a quarter, but not for everything. When my son Mickey was little, he loved jelly bread. If you drop a piece of jelly bread 1,000 times, and you parents know this, it isn't going to land jelly side up. Statistics show it's going to land jelly side down 800 times, and you might get a break 200 times. That's Murphy's Law for the kitchen floor. If you have a nice rug, forget it. You don't have a chance. I've seen a goopy piece of jelly bread heading for the floor, hover like a helicopter, and then flip over to cover the floor with jelly. It's the quantum law of jelly bread physics. I love statistics. Always maintain your balance when working with statistics. And consider the other side of the equation. An example of this flip-sided viewpoint is the statistic of 65% of Americans are overweight for their height. But maybe 65% of Americans are just not tall enough for their weight. I'm not 20 pounds overweight. I'm just 3 inches too short, darn it. I'm going to enroll in Height Watchers. I hear this on the radio all the time. 1 out of 10 people suffer from hemorrhoids. Does that mean that 9 out of 10 people actually enjoy hemorrhoids? Oh, the itching and burning. This time of year, they're back in style, yippee. Ooh, let's go dancing. I can't sit down anyway. Come on. As a nerd, I researched why my declining statistics of winning an argument with my wife, Nancy, and out of all the data, popped 3 distinct periods of our relationship where the statistics worsened. When we were first dating, I had a 50-50 shot at winning. I had no idea at the time that these were my glory days. That's the best I would ever do. Once we got engaged, that immediately dropped to 1 in 4. Since I got married, I am 0 to 950. So I wondered why I was losing so many arguments and did what every good nerdy engineer would do. I flowcharted an actual argument we had. This is a true story. When my son Mickey was little, I put up a mobile of all the planets that I was going to hang from his ceiling, the Sun and Mercury and Venus and the Earth, and I went to hang Pluto. But I stopped myself because Pluto had been demoted to a dwarf planet by the International Astronomical Union. So I decided not to hang it. But my wife said that Pluto was a planet, We learned that in school. It's a nice frozen planet way out near the edge of our solar system. And I said, no. It has been degraded to a dwarf planet, and I'm not putting it up. This is where the doo-doo hit the fan. She said, Pluto is a planet. I said, no. She asked, are you saying I'm dumb? That's what debaters call a trap. If I say yes, that leads to divorce. And I'm not an idiot, I'm a nerd. So I didn't take the bait. I'm a good husband, so I said no. She said that she didn't like the way I argue using science and math, and that I wasn't inferring that she was dumb, I was insisting on it. And I want to sleep on the couch tonight, right? Yes answer would lead to divorce, so I say no. She said that I don't respect her or care about her feelings. Now that is a trap in the other direction. If I say yes, I don't care about your feelings, that leads to divorce. So I said, no, I do care about your feelings and don't want to sleep on the couch. That really isn't an option. So in our house, Pluto is officially a planet. It's my favorite planet, by the way, and I put Pluto in the center of the mobile next to my wife, Nancy. It's the most gorgeous thing in the whole universe. Thank you.
Okay, Mike.
Can I raise this up a little bit, please? Sure. Okay. Thanks. I'm hard to get back up. And don't worry about singing out of tune. My guitar's out of tune, so don't worry about it. Howard, tell them what we're going to do. G.
Key or G, George?
It doesn't matter because I don't know what they are anyway. Here, let me.
Tell them, Howard.
Okay, we're going to be doing the chorus. So when we get to the chorus, let's see. Oh, we ride me high, tomorrow the day my bride's gonna come. Oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? And we'll do that on the chorus, and then when we get to the last one, we'll repeat it.
Doggone it. Hang on, Howard.
And don't worry, because I don't sing in key, because I don't know what it is anyway. So.
Clouds so swift, the rain won't lift, the railing's froze and the gate won't close. Get your mind off the summertime, you ain't a-going nowhere. Ooh-wee, riding me high, tomorrow's the day my brides are gonna come. Oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? I don't care how many letters they sent, the morning came and the morning went. Pack up your money and pick up your tent, you ain't a-going nowhere. Ooh-wee, riding me high, tomorrow's the day my brides are gonna come. Oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? Buy me a flute and a gun that shoots, tailgates and substitutes. Strap yourself to a tree with the roots, you ain't a-going nowhere. All together now. Ooh-wee, ride me high, tomorrow's the day my brides are gonna come. Oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? Now Genghis Khan, he could not keep all his men supplied with sleep. Across that hill, no matter how steep, had we get up to it. Ooh-wee, ride me high, tomorrow's the day my brides are gonna come. Oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy day my bride's is gonna come. Oh, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? All right. We may not go to Nashville next week, but the week after we might go.
Or the week after.
The week after, several weeks after.
Good job. Okay, Phil. What you gonna do, Phil?
Oh, Blueberry Hill.
Blueberry Hill, okay.
KFC.
KFC. KFC.
Okay, I'll try to do this. It's called Cowboy Waltz. Cowboy Waltz. No, but please don't play the accordion, okay?
Okay, what are we doing?
Cowboy Waltz.
Key of C?
No, D, I think. I don't know. I can't remember.
It's a waltz.
It's a waltz. Thank you.
Okay, Carolyn? You have another one? Okay. After.
Oh, where have, no, back to G. Oh, where have you been, Billy boy, Billy boy? Oh, where have you been, charming Billy? I have been to seek a wife, she's the darling of my life. She's a young thing and cannot leave her mother. Can she bake a cherry pie, Billy boy, Billy boy? Can she bake a cherry pie, charming Billy? She can bake a cherry pie fast as you can blink your eye. She's a young thing, cannot leave her mother. Oh, how old is she, Billy boy, Billy boy? How old is she, charming Billy? 3 times 10 plus 11, 9, 9, 4, 7. She's a young thing and cannot leave her mother.
We'll get Brad and then we'll get Dottie up here again. Okay. Key of G.
There you go.
You can tell.
He's good. I'm good.
Key of L.
All right. Corina, Corina, where you gone so long? Ooh, Corina, Corina, where you been so long? I ain't had loving, girl, since you've been gone. Corina, Corina, where'd you go last night? Ooh, Corina, Corina, where'd you go last night? Oh, your shoes ain't button, gal, don't fit you right. I got a bird that whistles, I got a bird that sings. Ooh, got a bird that whistles, I got a bird that sings. But I ain't got Corina, Lord, I ain't got a thing. Corina, Corina, I love you, deed I do. Ooh, Corina, Corina, I love you, deed I do. I just hope and pray, girl, you're gonna love me too.
Almost as old as I am. What do you got here? Looks like a poem.
Yep. I think most of us like dogs. This is Canine Conversations. What if dogs could talk? What if they could tell us in our language how they feel about things? What they think about people? The dog looks at you with questioning eyes, a quizzical expression on his face. Is he asking to go out? To take a walk? To relieve himself? Or is he just saying, I love you, can we cuddle? I'm hungry. Do they understand us? They learn so quickly by our spoken language, the tone of our voice, our facial expressions, our body language. What if we could speak their language? Would there be better understanding? Could we learn what is meant by the different types of barks? By the different tones in their whines? Their body language? It seems that dogs do all the work to let us know what they mean by different ways of showing us their love and affection in all means of conversation.
Okay, since it took about 15 years to get Mike to sing here, we're going to get him up again to finish us off tonight.
D.
D.
D, dog. D, dog. Can you do me a favor? Yeah. Can you do that up? Can you raise the thing up here just a little higher?
What? Yeah, I'll put that up.
I need halfway button.
Yeah. Just halfway?
Just a sec. You all right? I don't know if I got
Hey, Phil.
I've seen a little bit, so at least I got a feel for what you want to do.
You see it right there? Got it.
It was not so long ago, maybe just a year or so, I was lonely and looking for someone. Went down south to New Orleans, still just searching for my dream. And that's when I saw her, that's how it all begun. She was there on that night, said, for you I know I'm right. I'll be with you until my race is run. She walked into my life with her cold, evil eyes. With the link of her mind, she darked the sun. Well, my memory tries to speak, but oh Lord, I'm feeling weak, and I blame it on the fact that I was young. Though I know it may sound strange, there is no way I can change what my fate has picked out for me. Now is done. She was there on that night, said, for you I know I'm right. I'll be with you till my race is run. She walked into my life with her cold, evil eyes. With the link of her mind, she darked the sun.
Thanks, folks. I appreciate nobody throwing anything at me. Thank you very much.
Phil, do us our last tune tonight, whatever it is.
Tommy gonna do it?
No, he said he
Gonna be
doesn't want
a Russian polka.
to. It's a Russian polka.
See.
C minor.
Okay, give a big hand to the jammers tonight. Okay, now don't go away. Dave and I are going to play for you.
Thanks for asking, but I got trouble having a real job.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Oh, you're gonna sit too?
Well, yeah, it looks kind of odd, huh?
Yeah. does indeed.
That should do it. Take a walk on the wild side. Take, nice guys.
I was wondering, the Kinks, okay, well, we'll do that.
No, that's Lou Reed. Okay. Can you hear me? Good.
Can you hear me? No?
No.
Is that a no? Not a word, okay. I'll work on that. So we've been playing out a bunch in the last couple of weeks, so hopefully some of this stuff you haven't heard.
Well, we just played at the Glendale Library. They asked us to play for St. Patrick's Day, we who do Irish music. I guess we were the, what would you call?
I would say the token non-Irish people.
The folk relief, that's it.
Interesting term.
So, but we kind of took a look at what music we do, and so we're going to start out with 3 of them that we did there. The first one is by an Irish Canadian.
Which is as close as we're gonna, no, that's not correct. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Come on. Take a walk under my skies, try to see it once the way I do. If you look out through my eyes, you'll find a different point of view. Everything changes. Every factor has some disguise. Cast off your troubles. Take a walk under my skies. Not one rule since you've been born that's not been tattered and has not been torn. Not one thing you cared about that's not been darkened by the shadow of doubt. Hard times. Take a walk under my skies. Try to see it once the way I do. If you look out through my eyes, you'll find a different point of view. Everything changes. Every fact wears some disguise. Cast off your troubles. Take a walk under my skies. Not one dream you can hold that's not been bought and has not been sold. Not one payment you can make. It's like a thirst you can never
Take a walk under my skies. Try to see it once the way I do. If you look out through my eyes, you'll find a different point of view. Everything changes. Every fact with some disguise. Cast off your troubles. Take a walk under my skies. Hard times, hard times, hard times.
Thank you. We have a small crowd, but loyal. This is nice, thank you. So Barbara's telling me what we're playing tonight. I have no idea. She'll lean over here and whisper.
Yeah. Well, I think this just.
I think you're going the wrong way.
Oh, you think so?
No, that's not true.
It broke on me.
Brute force is the only answer. Try that.
Okay. Thanks. Okay, got it. Okay. This next one is by a friend of ours, Pat Maloney, Irish American.
Yeah, this is as close as we come to Irish music as Pat's. Let's see if this is anywhere near in tune now that. Anyway, I don't know if Pat has a love relationship with the moon or a love-hate relationship. Tell me what you think when this song's over, okay? Sorry. I like it when the moon lies like that, flat as a blanket on a shallow pond. A Chinaman stands in a flat-bottom boat, scans the stars of the great beyond. He's drunk on love and bamboo wine. He gathers the moon in a lover's embrace, holds the water up over his head and drowns with a smile on his round yellow face. But the moon don't care. He's got no ears, no sympathy for these mortal tears. The only eye he owns is blind, and it's fixed upon this heart of mine. Still I pray all is perfectly obvious soon by the light of that perfect oblivious moon. I listen to the moon telling its lies, a new moon, pale and shaved and shorn, its golden locks scattered all around. Crows are in the poet's corn, the poet's girlfriend, pale as the moon and thin and lined like an empty page. Her blue heart beats like a metronome and rattles the bars of its rib-bone cage. But the moon don't care. He's got no ears, no sympathy for these mortal tears. The only eye he owns is blind, and it's fixed upon this heart of mine. Still I pray all is perfectly obvious soon by the light of that perfect oblivious moon. I lie neath the moon like a lovesick boy, passing notes to the prettiest girl in school. My poems and my prayers and my protests of love fall like little round stones in a bottomless pool. Chameleon beams attached to the dreams of the ugliest boy and the prettiest girl, change like the grin of the Cheshire cat to the smile of the loneliest man in the world. But the moon don't care. He's got no ears and no sympathy for these mortal tears. The only eye he owns is blind, and it's fixed upon this heart of mine. Still I pray all is perfectly obvious soon by the light of that perfect oblivious moon. late at night with just the lunatics left awake and awash in the radiant rays. They stand looking up with their heads leaning back to question and curse or petition and praise. Hope always burns like its own little moon. They can't give it up, they're in too deep. A howling dog bites a poet's hand. Two lovers sigh and smile in their sleep, but the moon don't care. He's got no ears and no sympathy for these mortal tears. The only eye he owns is blind, and it's fixed upon this heart of mine. Still I pray all is perfectly obvious soon by the light of that perfect oblivious moon. The only eye he owns is blind, and it's fixed upon this heart of mine. Still I pray all is perfectly obvious soon
by the light
of that perfect oblivious moon. At least a curious song.
Okay.
Where are
We did one Irish tune,
Okay, you.
just one. And it's The Foggy Dew. And this was about the Easter Rising or Rebellion of 1916. It only lasted for 6 days, but it inspired a poem by a priest who he wrote a poem 3 years later in 1919, and it was set to an old Gaelic tune. And there hadn't been any uprisings from the Irish for over 100 years when this happened in 1916. But the response by the British actually changed the way people viewed Irish independence in the whole world, because the world was amazed at the British harsh response to it.
Historically, by the way, the British, they were really good for harsh responses, but this one got their notice.
There's reference to 2 places in Turkey, and remember, this is during World War I, which is also a reason why they did this rebellion, because they thought that the British would be distracted. And another reason for this is also because there were many Irish men who fought in World War I for the British, and many of them died at the Battle of Gallipoli. And so this
is all subsequent to that.
Yeah, so there was a lot of resentment for that.
I think there still is, actually.
Yeah. I keep forgetting about the tune. As down the glen one Easter morn to a city fair rode I. There armed lines of marching men in squadrons passed me by. No pipe did hum, no battle drum did sound its loud tattoo, but the Angelus bells or the Liffey swells rang out in the foggy dew. ride proudly high in Dublin town, hung they out a flag of war. 'Twas better to die 'neath an Irish sky than at Suvla's above. And from the plains, from the plains of Royal Meath, strong men came hurrying through, while Britannia's Huns with their long-range guns sailed in through the foggy tomb. The bravest fell, and the requiem bell rang mournfully and clear. For those who died at Eastertide in the springing of the year, while the world did maze with deep amaze at those fearless men but few, who bore the fight that freedom's light might shine through the foggy tomb. Now back through the glen I rode again, and my heart with grief was sore. For I parted then with valiant men, whom I never shall see no more. But to and fro in my dreams I go, and I kneel and I pray for you. For slavery fled, oh glorious dead, when you fell in the foggy tomb.
So, the Irish are noted for their very sad love stories and their very happy going to war stories. Figure that out. So much pleasure.
Okay, now, if there are any requests. Okay, want to do Buckaroo Waltz?
Yeah, sure. This is a tune by Buckshot Dot by Dee Strickland Johnson. And she is coming to the end of her days up in a nursing facility in Payson. But I will always be grateful to her for this song.
So this is called the Buckaroo Waltz.
It's called the Buckaroo Waltz.
About her,
Yeah.
growing up on,
Her name is Dee Strickland Johnson.
yeah,
Okay.
Buckshot Dot.
AKA Buckshot Dot. She was the Cowboy Poet of the Year many times,
And singer-songwriter. Huh? And artist,
Yeah.
and actress,
and among other things.
teacher.
Yeah, you know, you go and you see somebody like Dee, and you realize how little you've done with your life. You know?
Up at the schoolhouse or down at the lodge, we'd tie our ponies right by that old Dodge that Pat and Juanita drove in from the ranch way out on the Milky to play for the dance. With fiddle and guitar, they do it upright. They swap back and forth for the rest of the night. And I always thought that those two should be blessed for bringing so many, so much happiness. We sprinkle cornmeal all over the floor, dance every dance and be begging for more, with no thought of drinking or time for romance, just loving to twirl like an old cowboy dance. Dance to the buckaroo waltz, glide across the floor in the lamplight. Sway while soft fiddles play. Oh, who could forget those sweet nights? We danced the polka, the Varsouvienne, schottisches, two-steps, the raspa, then start all over again and end with a buckaroo waltz. Often on nights when there wasn't a dance, we country kids would just take every chance to sing and to dance, to holler and laugh. We'd have the Victrola wind-up phonograph. We'd take us some pop and the records we'd grab, then head us on out to a crumbling slab of concrete that out on the desert still lay, the floor of a building from some bygone day. Then how we would dance while the moon shone out there, wearing our boots out on that concrete square, to all the same tunes that our fiddlers knew, Silver Bells, La Luce, and the Waltz Buckaroo. Dance to the Buckaroo Waltz under the white sky by starlight. Sway while soft fiddles play. Oh, who could forget those sweet nights? We danced the polka, the Varsouvienne, schottisches, two-steps, the raspa, then start all over again and end with the buckaroo waltz. Dance to the buckaroo waltz, glide across the floor in the lamplight. Sway while soft fiddles play. Oh, who could forget those sweet nights? We danced the polka, the Varsouvienne, schottisches, two-steps, the raspa, then start all over again and end with a buckaroo waltz. Then start all over again and end with a buckaroo waltz.
Thank you. The song that Barb played at the end there, a little tune called Put Your Little Foot, was a huge hit in 1940 in Globe. It's a Varsouvienne. It's this particular kind of dance. So, what's your pleasure?
Oh, let's do Forever's Come to an End.
Oh, okay. This is the song that Jackie Allen Thomas mentioned the other night, and Barb insists on playing even though Jackie's not here. So.
Yeah.
We actually have a CD, and this is the opening song on it.
sorry, and you still want me for your friend. But now your heart no longer beats for me. I guess forever has come to an end. Now it must be like I never loved you, like your sweet kiss was never mine. I must move on and stop thinking of you, but sorrow has no sense of time. Now the sun need no longer to shine, dear, and the world need no longer to spin. For your love it has run out of time, dear, and forever has come to an end. Now the arms that did once used to hold you are empty as your promise was. What's to become of the secrets I told you? Will tears run like a river does? Now the sun need no longer to shine, dear, and the world need no longer to spin. My friend, for your love it has run out of time, dear, and forever has come to an end, and forever has come to an end.
The song's by a lady named Julie Miller, and she and her husband, Buddy, sing, they write and they compose and sing music together. And Julie Miller has a voice that is just remarkable. Imagine Betty Boop if she had been drinking and smoking for 30 years.
So?
Let's see.
We're making this up, obviously, as we
Yeah.
go along.
We just wrote down songs. So let's do Preloma.
Okay.
It's another Pat Maloney song.
Yeah, before the St. Patrick's Day thing, I had a back and forth texting with Pat and told him that all the Irish songs we were doing were his, and I asked him how he wanted to be billed, and he said, just put it on my MasterCard. I thought, okay, fine. I'm sorry?
He's in Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, you know the headline, Florida Man? That's
Pat.
not Pat.
That's Pat.
Yeah, okay, maybe it is.
Hopefully we'll have a new song from him soon.
Yeah, he sent me the lyric to, I think, a wonderful and funny new song, but we haven't figured out how to get the tune to me yet, so. Okay, when we knew Pat and Rosie, they lived up at Young's Farm, and I think this song is kind of about that part of the world and maybe places north. Pretty little river, pretty little bridge, pretty little highway cutting over the ridge. It calls and crinkles like a maiden's smile. It curves and wrinkles for 1,000,000 miles. What a way to go, what a wild way to wander the world. Pretty little Indian girl wearing moccasins, serving coffee and donuts at the Navajo Inn. Behind the counter,
there hangs a sign, stop in and see us when you're passing through next time. What a way to go, what a wild way to wander the world. Each scene a picture painted with care, each town a final destination till you get there. What a way to go, what a wild way to wander the world. I got no problem with the master design, just wish the painter was a better friend of mine. Oh, that he would at least send me a sign whether I should go or I should stay. Pretty little mountain, all alone and looking blue. That's what the mist and the distance will do. What a way to go, what a wild way to wander the world. Now the sun that dries my walking shoes after the sky's cleared, the trees that line the highway, heads bowed and dripping tears. Oh, I can't help it if they seem like friends to me. I've learned to take their comfort and let the reasons be. What a way to go, what a wild way to wander the world. All the slings and arrows that pierce the traveler's heart, where does freedom end and endless searching start? Lonely pain and aching beauty, they both walk the dotted line. Path that chases happiness gets more traveled all the time. What a way to go, what a wild way to wander the world. So many smiles, so many friends, so many beginnings, so many ends. What a way to go, what a wild way to wander the world. I hope you'll write me and I'll try to write you back. I hope you'll write me if I get on the wrong track. I hope you'll find me if I ever hold you back, whether you should go or you should stay. Pretty little mountain far away and looking small, maybe I won't have to go and climb it after all. What a way to go, what a wild way to wander the world. Wild way to wander the world.
Thank you. Pat tends to write wordy songs, you may have noticed.
So, why don't you, Utah Phillips?
Sure.
The Miners.
Ooh, yes.
He's kind of a sad one.
This
Miners Lullaby.
This is the prettiest song. This is the prettiest song. Kate Brislin and Jody Stecker did the best version of this I know. The story is, and maybe since you've seen us before, maybe you know the story that, Utah Phillips really was from Utah, and he was in Park City, was that the thing? And, it was an old mining town, and they had a dump site there, and he's going through the dump, and he comes across this little tin, and he doesn't know what it is, and nobody in town will talk to him about it. and it had to do with a practice the miners used. And this is what the song is about. It's called Miner's Lullaby.
Once long ago, he was handsome and tall, and fit to be called to the war. We left our village, family and all, to never return anymore.
Now he takes his coat, his bucket and lamp, and whistles away to the cage, where men young and old from all over the camp gather in search of a wage. Husband, sleep, lay your head back and dream, a slow fallen leaf borne down to the stream, then carried away on wings of morphine, homeward far over the sea. My husband and I are Roman in faith, and we have a secret to keep. If ever his life is taken away, then gentle and long may he sleep. Now some men pass with family around, and linens and blankets so clean, but seldom a miner goes underground without his tin of morphine. Husband, sleep, lay your head back and dream, a slow fallen leaf borne down to the stream, then carried away on wings of morphine, homeward far over the sea. Now there is word, an explosion is heard, and miners a trap far below. If any survive down there alive, I'm certain we never will know. Although our families they vainly appeal, no rescue attempt can be seen. Our hope for loved ones in the dark earth seal now lies in a tin of morphine. Husband, sleep, lay your head back and dream, a slow fallen leaf borne down to the stream, then carried away on the wings of morphine, homeward far over the sea. Homeward far over the sea. So, the song raises the question for me, do miners still do this? It wouldn't surprise me a bit. Do miners still do this? Probably.
I don't, yeah.
If you remember the Big Branch Mine in West Virginia. Such things as that.
Let's do a quarter band.
Oh, okay.
This next one is by a singer-songwriter named Cheryl Wheeler. And we just got to see her on Monday night at MIM.
Sunday.
Or Sunday night, yeah.
Cheryl Wheeler. She's a remarkable
Yeah, she.
singer.
No, a lot of people don't know who she is.
Yeah, she's somebody who, as she said, she never wanted a job. And she's managed to make quite a remarkable living.
Yeah.
She's from Massachusetts. Massachusetts. So. What key do we do this in?
This is an A.
It's in A. Okay. Now,
Yeah,
Barb,
my sister is here from Wisconsin. She's back there in the corner looking at her phone.
She can tell, you can tell we have her completely enraptured.
Yeah. So why I do this song, and I got to tell Cheryl Wheeler that I do this song, and because it reminded me the last images of my grandparents, my mother's parents. So, Andy, this is kind of, a lot of it is about Grandma and Grandpa. Grandma and Grandpa Stout. They seem to know each other very well. They speak across the garden, not a soul could tell. They can read the summer sky and they can hear the Backbrook swell. And they seem to know each other very well. And they drive up north on Sunday afternoons. He buys her wooden windmills and whales and quarter moons. She feeds the birds all winter and she knows them by their tunes. They drive up north on Sunday afternoons. And all summer long they make the garden grow and keep the green so strong. Oh, I wish them well. They're standing on their own, and they buried their old dog in their backyard with a fence and plastic roses and St. Francis standing guard. She speaks of him quite often. To this day she takes it hard. They buried their old dog in their backyard. She brings me plants and flowers all the time, and we dig the holes together. She has to help with mine. And when she pats the soil around like moonlight God, her eyes can shine. And she brings me plants and flowers all the time. And all summer long they make the garden grow and keep the green so strong. Oh, I wish them well. They're standing on their own, and they speak about their lives as almost gone, waiting for a sunset from an old and distant dawn, selling off the land except the part they're living on. And they speak about their lives as almost gone, and they seem to know each other very well. They speak across the garden, not a soul could tell. They can read the summer sky and they can hear the Backbrook swell. And they seem to know each other very well.